as the sun makes its way to the east. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day today. Welcome everyone, it's my daily vlog channel, Eric B's Daily Vlogs. I wish this was open right now, because if you see the menu right here, they got some good lineup when it comes to food. But it is early in the morning. I'm back at China Basin, and today we're just going to talk about China Basin, the 3rd Street Bridge, and how I have this weird fascination for the 3rd Street Bridge. I don't know why, I just do. This video never does justice. This is something that you have to stand right next to or have seen it before to understand what I'm talking about. This is massive. Massive, somewhat intimidating, but at the same time, it's beautiful. 3rd Street Bridge. And it's been confirmed that the future of the San Francisco 49ers is set for the next 5 years. Jimmy Garoppolo has just signed a 5-year deal, being the highest paid quarterback in the NFL, which we need. Thank you, Yorks. Thank you, 49er organization, for getting that done. Much needed, much needed. Back here in the China Basin location, and it is a nice day, as it is always here in China Basin. And over there where that crowd is conjuring up was my Starbucks for the past year. For about a year, I would go to the Starbucks every day. Miss it, but I like home brewed coffee a lot better. Just taking a nice stroll, a nice walk around this area. Now, it's not Japan, but Safeway, they make their sushi fresh every day. And I always make sure I grab the one that they just made. And this is the Crunchy Dragon Roll. Pretty good. Even though it's Safeway, it's pretty good. But again, it's not Japan. For about a year, I would sit in this corridor right here, exactly where these tables are, just looking down that direction with a nice view of the park. If you look at the top of the screen, you can see the lights of At&t Park. Usually it's a lot busier, but for some reason today it's not, which is good because I actually got a table. So I'm not going to complain. But yes, this is where I would spend many of my lunches, just sitting here. Here's a better shot of lunch. So again, it's not Japan, but it'll do. It'll do. Here's a better look of this corridor. Separates the two buildings, but the view in the distance, breathtaking. This is the backside of China Basin, the clinic that I'm at. And this is a nice view. If you pan all the way around, you see the 4th Street Bridge right over there. And then come along this way. Those buildings right there are new. They weren't here. They were building them when I started working here, and looks like no one's moved in yet. But over there, saw me walking there this morning. That's the 3rd Street Bridge. That place is nice. But down here, This is, I'm not sure if over here is China Basin or this is McCovey Cove versus the other side, but you'll see some kayakers usually coming from underneath the 4th Street Bridge over there, making their way down here. Pretty cool if you're into that stuff. Right over here you got a better view of that bridge and how it looks from this end. Can't really see it, but again, it's massive. If you were here in person, you see how big it really is. But check out that shot of At&t Park right behind it. Probably the best thing built here in San Francisco. Hopefully the Warrior Stadium is going to be just as nice with a backdrop of the blue eastern sky. See how huge this bridge is? Wow, look at it. It's just massive. If you watched the movie San Andreas with The Rock, they were standing right over there by the flagpole, or by the foul pole, right over there. And you can see this in the backdrop and the bridge tumbling down. You know what's a scary part about this? You see all this metal right there. You see all this metal, all this construction of the metal. But if you look right over here, these two right there, that looks like solid cement. That's probably the weight that they use for the bridge to go up and down, but I can't imagine that thing hitting you in the head or falling on you. That's a little discouraging. It's a little creepy. But those are the things that keep the bridge weighted down. When the bridge goes up, these two things right here come down, and then this part of the bridge pops up. Kind of cool. This is as close as I'll get standing underneath it without getting hit, because that's the street. But man, that is some huge concrete right there. Wonder how they made it. I wonder if there's something underneath it, then they put the concrete over it, or if there was some kind of thing that they built under it first. I don't know. Kind of want to see who designed that. Pretty cool. I call it the 3rd Street Bridge, but the official name is the Lefty O'Doul Bridge. Whatever you want to call it. You live in San Francisco long enough, you know it's a 3rd Street Bridge. Now along that back path of the outfield walls along McCovey Cove, there's some things there that I want to show you guys, but I'm not going to do it today because of time. But there's some things there that I want you guys to see, and I'll be back here again next week and I'll show you guys what it is. Now this is a shot further away. Kind of gives you a perspective of how big that structure is. Pretty big. And if you look at the one on the right looks a lot bigger than the one on the left. Wider, probably the same height, but width-wise, it has some girth. Looks nice. The beautiful, beautiful At&t Park. This China Basin area, I must tell you, it's come up really nice. It's a nice area. The housing right down the street on Mission Bay. They developed this area really well. Happy. They got the big limos. There'll be a special event going on here at At&t Park. All I can think of. Okay, maybe it's me and I have a fascination of how big this bridge is, but you have to be here, stand right in front of it, and just look at how big it is, because it is humongous. Humongous. At&t Park. Probably the best thing that they have here in China Basin, in the China Basin location. At&t Park. I'm telling you, if you're here and you're standing on this side of McCovey Cove, it's just a beautiful thing to look at. That and the 3rd Street Bridge. But look how nice it is. You can even see the airplane flying right next to it. Come here at night when the lights are illuminated. This place is nice. All right, guys. Again, China Basin, beautiful place to visit. This place is, it's a deep little area in my spot because I was here for a year, over a year. And then when I come back, pay the visit, hang out with, you know, good friends, old coworkers. It's cool. But again, look at that view right there. At&t Park. What is it? How do people do it? They try to hold it like this to make it look like they're holding the park. One thing that's scary that I've noticed, if you look at the park and where it sits under the water, or it sits on top of the water. Sorry, it sits on top of the water, and underneath it, it's water. This whole area of China Basin and Mission Bay, I want to say it's bedrock. So any natural disaster like an earthquake happened, this place is scary. This place is scary, but it's a beautiful sight. And what I love about where I'm standing right here, right about there, can't see it right there, the sun's blaring my face, but right about there, they're blocking the Salesforce Tower. So you can't really see the Salesforce Tower from here, which is good. Where is it? I can't even see it, but somewhere here, sun's in my face. Somewhere here, the Salesforce Tower is being blocked by the At&t Park, which is good. So I'm glad they're doing that. I'm glad you can't see it because sometimes it's kind of a sore to look at. Sometimes it's nice. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the Salesforce Tower because Salesforce is not San Francisco, but I guess it's the future of San Francisco. But yes, it's fun to visit. It is time to leave. I'll be back next week here in the China Basin location, but today I'm done. Thanks for watching, guys. The vlog's ended. Go in peace. Right there at that star, if you look really close, let's get close. Can you get any closer? Look really close. I'm standing right there, pointing at the map. You gotta look really close though. Can you see me? I'm right there. Wonder who makes this map.
I made this.